If you're heating your home with wood this winter, there's a good chance you may get burned financially in the process. Consumer reporter Randy Ripplinger has been investigating the firewood business since the selling season started this year. What he has uncovered is a number of firewood salesmen who are stealing from the forests and cheating their customers.
Perhaps it's the economy, maybe it's all the talk about a cold winter, but for whatever reason, demand for firewood is up. Some ranger districts have given out over 25,000 free firewood cutting permits so far this year. But the forests are getting picked over, and with the logging industry down, loggers aren't creating many new scraps for the firewood cutters to pick from.
They will never meet the demand. I don't think we could ever meet the demand of firewood to the people.
In the Zigzag Ranger District alone, they estimate they've given away 56 million board feet of timber so far this year for firewood. No telling how many additional tons of firewood have come out of here illegally when firewood cutters have chopped down living trees. Only a few days ago, there were a dozen or so living trees where these stumps are now. Someone cut them down, evidently for firewood. Forest Service investigators mark the fresh stumps with paint so they'll know if the thieves return and cut down more trees. Often the crooks try to camouflage their work by putting moss on top of the fresh cut stumps.
You know, that's pretty obvious that the people that did that knew that that's not permitted.
People caught doing this, and there are some, are fined $100 for illegal cutting. They forfeit the wood, and they may be fined an additional 3 times the value of the trees they've cut down. So the Forest Service goes on patrols when it can.
And we're on the lower road now in the old Highland clear cut. We're going to talk to a woodcutter here.
They ask to see the permits of the woodcutters they do find and make sure they are cutting trees which are dead and down.
Well, it's difficult. We have to be right there. We have to see them doing it, and there are not very many of us, and there are a lot of them. We catch a few of them, but probably not very many.
More often than not, they see only the aftermath. Losing a big tree like this one is more than a loss to just the forest, they say. The tree could have been sold to a lumber company before firewood cutters took a bite out of the middle of it. Not only did the Forest Service lose an estimated $900 sale here, but another $300 would have gone to the county for schools and roads. Instead, it is going up in smoke in someone's wood stove. And occasionally, when falling a big tree, the woodsman hurts himself.
Here they're dropping this one right across the road, and you can see by the cut that they could have pulled this. This could have twisted right around on them because the hinge would be in right here, and this being free, it could have twisted right around on them and done anything on them.
One way to reduce timber thefts is to give out fewer firewood permits. The Estacada Ranger District decided it would limit its permits by giving them out in a lottery. Not only are they seeing less theft now, but fewer people are illegally selling the wood they got from the Forest Service free.
We see in the newspaper there were a lot of advertisements for firewood for sale, and as soon as we went into this lottery system, a lot of names dropped out of the no numbers to call. So I think it put a lot of them out of business, or they took their business elsewhere.
Elsewhere might be on private timberlands. Publishers Paper Company has been stumped by timber thefts this year, but one theft has been traced to this truck, and we've traced that truck to some firewood rip-offs to the public. That story tomorrow. Randy Ripplinger reporting, Channel 2 News.
That's going to be quite a series.